All right. Hello, and welcome back to the Cashflow Addicts YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the financial impact of investing in a hot tub for your Airbnb. Basically, what I wanted to figure out, because this was kind of a matter of some debate with me and my partners, is does it make sense for us to buy a hot tub? Like, let's say you're going to spend 5, 10, 15 grand, whatever it may be on your hot tub. Are you actually going to get an ROI on that? We're just going to take a look first at what's available. We're going to start in Austin, Texas, just some place to go. I haven't looked at this at all, so we're discovering this together right now. But let's just say, for example, that we wanted to find a place to live, to stay while we're there. You can see a whole bunch of options pop up. I just picked, end of the year. It's probably a pretty hot vacation time. You can see the average rates of all these places and where they're marked down to. We can see this one apparently has a pool. That's pretty cool. This must be like a little cottage or something. But you can filter immediately and start to get an idea of what kind of amenities you have, like this. Here's the filters. So immediately you have all kinds of options in terms of amenities. And if you search for hot tub, so let's see how many results we have right now. 300 plus, and you can see a good amount have shown up here. So what happens when we bring that to only properties with a hot tub? Now there's only 182. So the very first thing that I see looking at that is immediately you've eliminated probably more than 50% of the competition. The second thing you can see right now is that the price per night just jumped way, way up. There are still some affordable rentals, but what you can see is typically this is an amenity that the lower income, the lower rent folks are not able to compete with. This is going to be a very nice property. We can see these are all rare finds. The first 4 options that we've got, they get some priority, but all of these are doing really well. We've got a lot of super hosts here. All of these people are charging much, much higher rates than when we didn't have the hot tub. So you've immediately done 2 things. You've set yourself into this luxury tier in the market by eliminating like 50% or more of the competition and dramatically increased your nightly rate. And here's how I would quickly look at that and just do a mathematical comparison. Let's say your nightly rate stays or goes up only $50. You can see that this is like 5x what we were seeing on average. But let's say it only went up $50 and your occupancy stayed the same. Let's say you're getting 70% occupancy and you're making $50 more per night. So that is going to be an average of an extra $1,000 a month in your pocket. Over the course of a year, that's $12,000. That right there is going to pay for your hot tub. Unless you go incredibly high end, in 1 year, just based on only capturing $50 a month, you've paid for your hot tub. Now, obviously, this is super oversimplified. There are some costs to having a hot tub. You're going to need to make sure that you have somebody in place to clean it and to service it if there are issues, which means ultimately it's a little bit more management intensive for you as the investor. But what's going to happen is you're going to actually make way more than this. For just these units in Austin, you can see if you took a normal house and you add a hot tub to it, you get a completely different tier of units. Even if you just take one of these like more affordable units, which is probably not very high end, this is probably something where that hot tub took them from $60 or $80 a night to $155, which is crazy. And that is absolutely worthwhile. These guys are not doing a whole lot, so you can see that's not an amazing comparison, but they're going to be there. Here we go. This looks like a good one. So this is just a tiny home. That already has like a little bit of a niche appeal. But if we were to eliminate the hot tub and actually filter for tiny homes, let's see if we can actually get a good feel for these properties. So here we go. We've only got 26 tiny homes. So that's a whole nother differentiated unit. And they're ranging from $44 to that 120 is actually on the higher end, 180. We've got one for 240. So you can see that the nightly rate does range quite a bit. But this one with the hot tub is your rare find, which means they have 90% plus occupancy. So in this case, rather than having a much higher income, they are the top performer in the market. And again, let's say now, instead of increasing the nightly rate, let's say we take that 70% and we turn it into 90. Let's say that everybody's charging 120 a month and everybody else has 70% income or 70% occupancy. They're making $2,500 a month. Now you throw a hot tub in and you're at 90 or 95% occupancy. Let's just say 90. Now you've just added $700 a month. I would be asking myself the question, can I afford not to have a hot tub in my property? That's all for now.